The influence of social behavior, lesson 3. We continue lesson 3 where we are looking at attitude and persuasion. And today we are going to look at attitude formation and change. Last class we are looking at persuasion. Let's dive into this lesson, which is on attitude formation. Remember to check for our books or the books that I've written. There is also another book which is called Abnormal Psychology. You can order this book. Now, let's look at definition of attitude formation. So when we talk about attitude formation, we are talking about the process by which individuals develop attitudes toward objects, people, ideas, or situation. So the process by which individuals develop attitudes towards objects, people, ideas, or situation is called attitude formation. So there are factors that influences the formation of attitude. That is personal experience. So when we talk about personal experience, what you have gone through may change your attitude toward something. Then there is social interactions. Social interactions can also make you to change your attitude. Cultural and societal norms. Then learning and conditioning. So attitude formation. So the attitude is formed through number one, learning and experience. So learning are formed through personal experience and learning. So when we talk about attitude formation, we may find that you may change your attitude toward something. Let's look at how people sometimes uh, get into marriage. You know, there is a certain attitude that people get into marriage, but after experiencing marriage, they form a different attitude. What? Because of the experience they have, maybe after divorce or after separation. Now, also, there, when it comes to applying it with peace building and conflict resolution, you may find that because of the experiences that brought divisions and brought conflicts, so people may avoid to, because of that experience, people they create an attitude that may change or form a certain attitude toward something or toward the behavior. The other thing that influences the attitude is social influence, that is family. Family influences the attitude. So one's attitude is determined by family, friends, social groups can shape attitude. Like the sect or the group that you belong to may change your attitude. If you have seen people in politics whereby this person, when he was in this political party, he was behaving in this way. When this same person joins another political party, they begin to behave differently. So the social groups can make somebody to behave in a certain way. That includes professions, and also religious organizations. Then there is cultural and societal norms. So the rules that governs the culture and also the society may create a certain societal or influence. It can influence the attitude. If you know, I belong to this tribe, and in this tribe we behave in this way, so you may try to behave in that way. I have seen somebody. because uh, maybe the mother belongs to this tribe and the father belongs to this tribe, and this person may want to fit in a tribal norms. Maybe may say, because my mom is this tribe, I will behave in this way, or because of my dad is in this tribe, I will behave. So they begin to behave in a certain way because of the cultural or societal issues. I'm from Copper Belt, and us who are from Copper Belt, we behave in this way. So the attitude will change because of the society or the culture. Maybe it may be the environment that you have been brought up from. Now, let's look at attitude change. Before we look at attitude change, I want you to remember that for you to get whatever that we are talking about, all this is coming from the book entitled The Influence of Social Behavior, which is written by Dr. Tulipo Mwenifumbo. So you can be able to order this book, and it will make you to know or to understand what we are talking about in deep. So let's continue on this. So when we talk about attitude change, we are talking about the process by which individuals' attitudes are modified or altered. So people's attitude being modified, it is what is called attitude change. So there are factors that influence what is called attitude change. So the factors like persuasion, new information, personal experience, and social influence, whereby you are persuaded to change your attitude, or you have the you have discovered the new information, the information that is what is called illumination, where now your eyes are open to a new information. In the religious circles, they also called revelation. You have another revelation, or you get a revelation, then it changes your attitude. Personal experience, after experiencing maybe something and you realize what you believed in or what you have been doing changes because of a certain experience. Then there is social influence. Social influence, that is whereby now the environment or the people that you know or the people that you respect have changed. Attitude change. Persuasion, that is messages, arguments, and appeals can change attitudes. So how the message that comes to you, the argument and appeals can change your attitude. Then there is also what is called cognitive dissonance. When you talk about cognitive dissonance, it is the inconsistency between attitudes or behaviors can lead to attitude change, whereby you are you realize that you are not consistent in something. So that can change your attitude, whereby now you take an action to whereby you want now to have a consistent attitude, a consistent doing something consistent. The new information, after exposure to new information or experience, can also change your attitude. So there are factors that influence the attitude of somebody. Number one, source credibility, the trustworthiness and expertise of the message. You may find that even the court relies on the trust of the credibility of a message. This is what the doctor has said. So, since it is the doctor who has prescribed, or it's a doctor who said this wound is deep. So, even if it is not deep, so it is going to change the attitude and the outcome on any decision. So because the source is trusted, or this is how the judgment was made because of the source. Uh, in law, there is what we call authorities, whereby you quote from the authority. You say that this judgment was upheld. This was upheld in this way. So, because there was a judgment that favored your opinion, so you bring that as an authority. Maybe this is what this the law states. That is the credibility of the source. So it may change the attitude. Then the message characteristics, clarity, relevance, and emotional appeal of the message may change the message. So in law, you use the clarity, the way you bring about your argument may change the attitude of somebody. In uh, in peace building, the way you bring about the the message will change or will bring about peace and reduce conflicts. And also in psychology, the way you bring about the message will change someone's attitude. So audience also may be motivation, ability, and prior attitudes of the audience, whereby you appeal to the audience because you are youths, because you are men. So using that, it can also create the attitude change. You are a man, you are not supposed to behave in this way. That is using the audience to change the attitude. So there are theories that we have talked about. Elaborate likelihood theory, which explains how people process the information. There is social learning theory. Social learning theory, that is observational learning, whereby people, by through observing, you begin to change the attitude. And also this is the one that is used also to imitate people, or this is how rich people behave. So if you want to become rich, you have to have this attitude. There is heuristic, a model which is using mental shortcuts, lose to thumb. That is whereby you appeal to the mentor to make to somebody, you persuade somebody to make a fast decision. There is theory planned behavior, that is attitude influencing intentions and behaviors. So that is attitude change. And lastly, we are going to look at uh, attitude behavioral relationship. So let's join in the another class that we are going to look at attitude behavioral change. Remember to join in any of our classes, and we do offer accredited diplomas, accredited degrees. So you can join us. So by joining us, you can send your message on this platform, or you can WhatsApp me on +260 976 18 12 53, +260 978 12 53. Thank you so much. Let's join. Let's get into. Let's be together in the next class. Thank you so much, and God bless you. This is your host, Dr. Tulipo Mwenifumbo.